Hi, I am Maria, and this is a tarot reading for Capricorn for April 2025. And I will be using my tarot deck, and I will be pulling two cards for each week of April. First card will show us a general energy of the week, and then the second card will be additional, like some kind of insight or job info that will be useful for you to know. So let's begin. First week of April for Capricorn, and its general energy. So first week of April, Two of Cups reversed. So Two of Cups in a more material sense. It is about our relationship with people, obviously. It is about contracts, it is about communication, it is about reunion, support. And so on the first week of April, you might feel like you're doing things alone, or you also might feel like you're not getting enough support as you expected, obviously. Or you might stop certain relationship, and this relationship can be a romantic relationship, or it can be a friends relationship, or business relationship, whatever partnership. You might want to let go of that. And actually, I can tell you that the let go kind of philosophy, it seems to be a theme of April for basically all of the zodiacs that I did readings for. Which is interesting, by the way. Or it is also, this is a card that symbolizes not only our relationship with somebody else, but our relationship within ourselves. And you might feel yourself like one side of you is pulling you to this direction, and then another half of you pulling you to that direction. So basically, you might find yourself in between yourself. Your own self. So it might be difficult to make decisions, choices, just feeling a bit torn apart. Yeah, just feeling a bit torn apart. Let's take additional card for this week and see what it's all about. Ace of Wands, a need to act. Okay, so this is actually interesting. You might indeed act in a way that you will break communication with somebody, or just you will act by disconnecting physically from somebody, so going somewhere, moving somewhere. You might also want to, in terms of your work, because once they represent work as well, at your work you might get an argument, or you might be feeling like you're doing things alone in some projects or whatever your responsibilities are, or just not finding the compromise and diplomatic way in communicating with people at your work, basically. Because Ace, it is always about first action, first something, beginning of. And once it is our work, our activity, our movement from one place to another, our responsibilities, our tasks, our goals, our ambitions. You might want to set a new goal, and for you to achieve that goal, you need to let go of certain bonds. Okay, interesting. Capricorn, let's see second week. Second week. Oh, sorry. It is about 10 of Pentacles. This is such a turn. 10 of Pentacles. Well, 10, first of all, 10, it is a completion of a cycle. Okay, it is an ending, end result. And Pentacles, it is about our career, work, money, finances in general, investments including our comfort zone, our home, property, land, apartment, whatever, how comfortable we are. So in it, how comfortable we are with our habits, our daily routine, and our body. So these are pentacles, everything material, these kind of spheres of life. And so you might get accomplished in some of these things, because again, there are billions of Capricorns on this planet, so for everybody it will be a unique experience. But I told you the main idea: completion. So you might finally get the house, buy the house, finally end a project or a series of a very hardworking times, basically. Because Pentacles, it's about you. This is actually your element in Tarot, Pentacles, because it's an earth sign. Sorry. Sorry. It's an earth sign, and you, Capricorn, is an earth sign as well. So, like, putting your time, your effort, your money, your attention into something finally gives you a result. Let's take additional card here. Yes, and this is 7. Hold on. 7. 7 of Pentacles, it's a card of result, and you will be evaluating your results. Do you like them at the end of the day? Did it worth it? Do you enjoy them actually? Did you achieve what you expected to achieve or not? And if not, how you can balance that next time, how you can get exactly what you want, blah, blah, blah. So all these things, you see how he's kind of thinking, looking at his harvest right here. If he enjoys it, if it's healthy and wealthy, if it is something that he actually needs, he plans for, he likes, he hoped for, he expected. So this is you reevaluating this completion, this ending of a certain cycle in your life. Let's take such a pentacle-oriented second week of April. Let's take a card for a third week. And a third week, again, Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that probably will be you. And Queen of Pentacles, it is someone who nurtures, goes deeper, digs deeper, more information, more resources, more investments, more knowledge about Pentacles areas, the ones that I just mentioned to you. So quickly again: work, career, finances, land, property, home, comfort, beauty, routine, body. So like really nurturing. Okay, not just being there, not just taking projects, not just doing your work, but actually doing it properly, deeply, consistently. That's kind of energy is the Queen of Pentacles. You might also want to nurture your house. So just kind of be that person who warms the space by presence, if I can say this way. Okay, additional card. Wow. Death. This is a major arcana card, reversed death. This is very interesting, by the way. Reverse death in most cases just means that there is a transition. There is a time for you to let go, to let people, things, whatever that is in your life to die, so that you can come in. Okay, and this is major arcana, so it is not specified to an area of your life. This is just generally touches your whole life, basically, even your approach to life and your approach to self, your approach to relationship, to work, to health, to everything. And so death of something that is old, that is very dogmatic, that is not useful anymore, that is dragging you down. But reversed card means that sometimes it can be challenging for us to let that actually go. And you might experience yourself again torn apart between your spirit telling you to let that go, to let people go, to let situations go, to accept as is, just open to life, to let your career plans, dreams, whatever go. But second half of you just feels attached to it. Okay, let's see where it's gonna go. And fourth week of April. 4th week of April, and its general energy is again 7. You have 2 7s already. 7 of Wands reversed, just having too much on your plate by the end of April, suddenly after the card of death. So, in whatever way this will affect you after this, you will feel like you have to do a lot of things, okay? Once it is about our daily tasks, our responsibilities, things we need to do, things where we need to go, our traveling, our work, our activities, sports, movements, like tasks. I think I said that already. So and 7 reversed, it is when it's just too much of this, you can't handle it anymore. And one thing that Wands really like, they like to delegate. So if you can delegate your responsibilities on the last week of April, or at least structure and prioritize them. Wands like to be handled one by one, structured. So, or just give it away. Give it to people who are actually responsible for that. Don't drag everything on your own. Okay, let's take additional card here to see. The Lovers. Such a roller coaster on the last 2 weeks of April. The Lovers, it is about support. So this card is a bit similar to Two of Cups, but Two of Cups are specified to relationship, to romance, to creativity, to art, to how you feel yourself, your relationship with self, where the Lovers, again, major arcana card, it is not specified to a certain area of life. So in general, you feel support and you feel united. So this is, you see the mountain here? It represents the challenge. Whatever challenge you need to go through at the end of April. And you see these 2 figures. So this can be your partner who will support you, who will go through this with you. This can be your family, this can be your friends, your colleagues. So somebody you will feel welcomed, supported, uplifted, like people will cheer you up, basically. And also this can be you feel like, okay, I feel myself together for whatever reason. You will feel that unity within yourself again. Very interesting, but I think it's more about someone else supporting you, or just some kind of news that will uplift you about somebody. So maybe again a close person to you and something good happening in their life, and they're sharing with you, and this uplifts you as well. Okay, interesting month for you, Capricorn. Very, again, pentacle oriented. So all matters with the work, career, finance, land, property, etc. But also 2 very interesting major arcana cards here, the Death and the Lovers. So let's just take one more card just to cover up the whole April for you and see, give you a little extra advice or extra insight into this month. Five of Swords, upright. 5 of Swords is a very contradictional card, because on one side this means that you win. You win an argument, you win in terms of documents, so you may get approved in whatever documentation, because swords, they mean documents, they mean communication, words, and they mean ideas, plans, strategies, thoughts, consciousness. So everything from our mind is swords. And 5 upright, it is victory in that area. Okay, so again, your idea can be taken, and people will say, okay, let's do your way, or your strategy, your plan, someone can agree with you on something, or again, you will win the argument or you will get the document. But remember not to be very sharp, because sometimes you win, but the karmic law keeps working, and this is in a way like a karma card. You win, but at what cost? So if you wanna win something, try not to push it, but actually just ground, explain calmly, write it down. So win honestly, okay, not by being defensive or being pushy. This is how we should do it. This is the best way. This is the best idea. This is how I think. So just watch yourself a little bit in this way. Okay, wonderful, wonderful month for you, dear Capricorn. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, for being here, and I'll see you in my next videos. Thank you and bye.